Oh my god, is that Call of Duty? Oh, is that Call of Duty, and not any Call of Duty? What is that? Modern Warfare 2? That godforsaken video game? Yes, it is, everybody. I'm playing Modern Warfare 2 in this video. I wouldn't blame you for thinking that I've gone insane, because I've talked so many times on this channel, even though I've only posted like 4 videos, on how frustrated I am with the Call of Duty franchise as a whole, especially Modern Warfare 2. But yesterday, I made a very strange decision. See, I was very much in the mood. I have these weird, like, feelings occasionally that it's just like, you know, I really just want to play Call of Duty right now. It comes by this sense. It's just like this weird itch of like, I could go for some Call of Duty. And then I usually just don't, and that's that. But yesterday, last night particularly, I thought, you know what? I'm actually going to do it this time. Specifically, I'm going to play the one playlist on Modern Warfare 2 that people actually tolerate to do things like camo challenges and stuff like that, and that is Shipment 24/7. And I had a friend of mine that I recently caught up with that was like, yeah, I actually played Shipment 24/7. I had a good time. I did some camo grinds, and here I am a little while later deciding that I'm going to do it myself. And to be honest, I had a little bit of an I get it moment. Now, I get that Shipment is a cluster of just garbage, like it's the most brain rot version of Modern Warfare 2, but you don't understand. This game is usually so tedious that even the brain rot half of it is more entertaining than playing it normally. I don't know, like, I just hate how sluggish this game feels. After playing a couple games that had decent enough movement, I just realized how much I missed being able to move around and how much I missed like some action in a first-person shooter. Who would have thought? And this is just a reinforcement of a theory that I've had, which is like, Modern Warfare 2 is actually pretty good Call of Duty with a couple small issues, not small, but a couple issues that just taint the experience. I'm stuck. That just kind of break the experience and make it not fun. Because I swear, the shooting in this game feels great. The performance is pretty decent. And just the overall feel of the game is pretty good aside from the movement. And also just that whole drip feed content thing, the predatory microtransactions, you know, that are now going back to the days of Infinite Warfare, but instead of gun variants, we have bundles now that just make your gun better instead of making, which actually, now that I think about it, that's just what a variant was. It was a gun that was just better than the default one. Oh my god, we've gone full circle. Damn, what is this weapon? Oh! Excuse me. Sorry for not uploading for like a whole week on this channel, by the way. I've had a ton of stuff going on that's kept me very busy. I haven't even talked to like that many of my friends super often the last few days because I have just been kind of all over the place. See, I actually don't just play first-person shooters. There is a game that I frequent quite often. I think I got that guy through the smoke. That I just absolutely adore. If you've never heard of it, which I almost guarantee you've never heard of it. It's a little video game called Elite Dangerous. That is not a little video game at all. It's an extremely big video game, not only in its size being like 70-something gigabytes, but also in its content. There is a ridiculous amount of stuff to do in Elite. It's a totally different video game. It's not a first-person shooter at all. It's a lot more of like an MMO experience. If you look into it at all, you'll see it's like a space kind of game. It doesn't look like the typical kind of game someone like me that enjoys, you know, playing Call of Duty in my free time would be into, but I'll tell you, Elite changed my definition of what a video game can be. It's so good. And there was a very, very large, very anticipated update that I had been personally waiting on for like a year that came out like 2 days ago, roughly, and I ended up playing the hell out of that update for a time, and I haven't even gotten to everything that the update has to offer. Essentially, Elite, to fill you in, Elite is a very old intellectual property, like very old. The first game came out in the 1980s, and the map in that game is literally the entire Milky Way galaxy. The entire thing is represented in the game, obviously with some creative liberty, because, you know, we don't know what the entire Milky Way looks like, and it's a sim, it's an MMO, Camo. It's got a whole lot of stuff going for it that I really enjoy. It's also got some fantasy elements to it in the sense of like there are aliens in the game. It is very grounded in reality, but the original Elite back in 1980 whatever had aliens in it, but it was a wireframe video game, and the aliens are called the Thargoids. It came out in like the 80s, you know, with their science fiction names. The Thargoids are what the aliens are called in the game. And yesterday, or not yesterday, but like 2, maybe 3 days ago, we saw a mothership or a hive ship for the very first time ever. So as you can imagine, it was a very big moment for the community surrounding the game. Now, obviously, I didn't play it in the 80s. I wasn't even an idea in the 80s, but I had to be there for that moment. It was a gaming moment that I'll cherish for the rest of my life, but it was a ton of fun. So that was where I was for a couple days, and I've also been moving content priorities around because I actually do want to make more content here on Greg, as well as last night just playing Call of Duty again and realizing, oh, I might be able to get a video done out of this. And as you can see, I actually have like, you know, gold on a couple of guns, and that's a lot for me because I don't do this whole camo thing ever. I never do the whole camo grind in Call of Duty. And I know gold in this game takes like 20 minutes to get, but still, I just kind of sat down and tried it. I know there's a new gun, whatever Season 3 Reloaded came out. I don't really care, to be honest with you. The gun looks fun to use, but I'm probably have to do some challenge to get the gun unlocked, and I don't want to do that. I still have yet to play Cold War, like I said I was in that video, which is kind of funny. I said a couple times in I think 2 videos now, even though there's only been a total of like 5 on this channel that I wanted to play. Why is he looking at me like that? Am I talking in game? I'm not talking in game, am I? That would be that'd be deeply embarrassing. Oh my god, that guy was laying down. But yeah, I still haven't played Cold War. I actually uninstalled it because of, I don't know, it's a very large game. So at some point I ended up uninstalling it, and I'm obviously going to reinstall it. That video will come out someday. I don't know when or if. Well, no, it's not. It'll definitely be made, but I don't know if it'll be made anytime soon, because I'll tell you what though, the one thing about Modern Warfare is the SBMM in this game is the best it has been in any other Call of Duty. It's not good. Like, SBMM is terrible and shouldn't be in casual, you know, arcade shooters in my opinion, unless it's specifically there for a ranked playlist. But in this game it is substantially better than it was in Cold War. That's for damn sure. So at least, you know, we got that going for us here in Modern Warfare 2. Some more talk about the channel. We hit 500 subs and we're at like that's a friendly. Whoa, that's not a friendly. That's not. We hit like 500 subs. Not only did we hit it, we're at like 550 right now. This channel is growing ridiculously fast. Thank you guys seriously a lot for it. That's what I'm talking about with like figuring out scheduling and stuff, because I want to post more to this channel, because goodness me, the growth is not something I've experienced before. It's very crazy. So thank you guys for all that. That's very like motivating for the YouTube videos. I haven't made YouTube videos consistently in a really long time. Like, this is the most active I've been on the YouTube website in years, so I appreciate you guys, even if it's only for now remotivating me to make content once again. For all I know, the YouTube algorithm will drop this channel already because I took a week and I did not post. So for all I know, this video is going to get, you know, 20 views and the channel's over. Maybe not though, but it was at least fun while it lasted, so I thank you at least for that. Oh. Spawning in and then immediately killing the guy that just killed me is ridiculous. I'm getting shit on this game. It looks like this is an SBMM moment, because I actually didn't do terrible that last game. I mean, I didn't do great. Like, I wasn't, you know, I was 50 and 30, but 20 kills above your death in shipment is, I guess, good enough to warrant a sweat lobby. It really is a shame, because this game could have been, it could have been the GOAT COD, and I actually have a theory about Call of Duties. I think we are, personally, 1, maybe 2 games away from a GOAT. I mean a GOAT, like one that's one of the best, like in a very long time. I think we are 1 maybe 2 games away, because here's my reasoning, okay? SBMM is getting better. It's going to always exist in Call of Duty, and we just have to live with that. They're never going to get rid of it. But it can get better, and it can get less annoying, and maybe it will with the next Call of Duties, because they have made progress. They have. It's not like it's as bad as it has always been. It's just never been particularly great. But improvements, you know, we'll take where we can get. On top of that, this next Call of Duty, all right, I know a lot of people are not looking forward to this next Call of Duty because it's being made by Sledgehammer, who made Vanguard and stuff like that, which a lot of people are, you know, a lot of people think Vanguard's one of, if not the worst Call of Duty that's ever been released. And, you know, hey, everybody's entitled to their opinion. If you think that's the case, by all means. I personally don't know about the worst. But then again, I don't know if I can name one that's necessarily worse, at least received worse. Vanguard was... oh my god, Vanguard not only didn't get much attention, the little bit that it did wasn't good. So like that game didn't have much of a chance. But the thing is about Sledgehammer, the reason why I hold a modicum of optimism for this next Call of Duty is because Sledgehammer, even though like, you know, Vanguard or whatever, they try stuff. I don't know, Sledgehammer just kind of does things with their games, even if they don't necessarily work, which I personally respect a lot, especially in a big game developer and big, like, AAA release like this one. They're not Infinity Ward. They're definitely not Infinity Ward. So, hey, maybe Sledgehammer will be the guys that actually, you know, get down and give us a little bit more speed. I don't know. I mean, Vanguard, to me, at least, felt even more fast-paced and cracked than Modern Warfare 2019 did. So, if anything, Sledgehammer has a track record of having the faster Call of Duties than the slower ones, and so maybe it'll work out. Hey, you know, maybe it won't, maybe it'll be terrible, but I guess we'll find out either way, because I will be playing it here on this channel, unless this channel is completely dead by the time the next Call of Duty comes out. I don't know. Wow, that was a train wreck, as if it's ever not a train wreck. But yeah, I had a weird, you know, just kind of itch to play Call of Duty yesterday, and I got on, and surprisingly, I didn't have a terrible time, so here I am. Anyways, yeah, I get it. I get why shipment's fun. Well, I appreciate you guys for coming out. I hope you enjoyed it for what it was, and I hope to see you around here soon. I'm not sure what the next video is going to be on. Might be, I don't know, another Combat Master video, maybe a Battlefield video, maybe another Call of Duty video, maybe something else entirely. Who knows? I hope you guys stick around. And yeah, thanks for 500 subs. See you soon.